Okay, I received this link from someone in the comments, but unfortunately the comments themselves actually got purged by YouTube, so you can't even find them. But I did manage to salvage the actual link and pull it up, and it's a very interesting one. It talks about the actual quorum system. So I thought I would just give you a quick read of the first couple of lines to describe roughly what this particular website, which is this bigcash.io, talks about when it comes to the quorum setup. So how to make a coin or two in 30 minutes or less with zero startup costs. Now, of course, the first part is about Ethereum, and the second part is about Quorum. So before you read this, I highly recommend this article. Is Coin a scam? And so that's just another link. First, some context, then the how-to in 30 minutes. To be clear, I said this is 100% illegal, so don't actually do it. So, of course, I'm not going to go out there and do this, but anyway. A few short years ago, making your own blockchain was really hard. Then Ethereum came along with their ERC20 protocol, and then everyone with some Ethereum and a generator could instantly have a public blockchain. But to transfer, you have to pay in gas fees depending on how busy the work was. And this is basically a create token sort of app setup here. So I'm fairly familiar with this. So this is a sort of setup where like people who do like Power Ledger and Chainlink and all that sort of stuff, they would have done this, where they just write down their token name, they do their token symbol, they nominate how many decimal points are behind there, they nominate what their supply is, what the max supply is, and you nominate how much is going to go to you, how much is going to be unlocked, and all that sort of stuff, and you just pay a bit of Ethereum, and you confirm it on the Ethereum blockchain, and it becomes a smart contract. And so people would spend a very small amount of Ethereum, write up this floozy token, and then go off there and flog it to everybody. And people bought it up like hotcakes. It was just absolute. It really is just a simple contract. Really, it's pretty brainless if you think about it. Now, people used to tokenize everything, no matter how stupid the idea seemed, within a few years, totaling 10.12 billion in cumulative losses. Here is a great article that sorted these scams into 13 categories. Anyway, I'm not going to go to that article. Now, this diagram here is obviously the two types of blockchains here. So the public blockchain, which is permissionless, has an open network system where all devices can freely access without any kind of permission. And the private blockchain, which is permission, which has got all these padlocks on the network, a user has to be permitted by the blockchain authority before he or she can access the network. The user might join only if he or she gets an invitation. So this is where it starts to talk about quorum. Fast forward to today, and a new kind of blockchain is gaining popularity, called a private permissioned blockchain, such as Quorum, which Coin uses. It's private, in brackets, even hiding transactions from other nodes, permissioned, meaning nodes must be invited, and still a blockchain because it is literally a soft fork of the Ethereum code, meaning that you can use the same tools like wallets, block explorers, smart contracts, etc. It's just basically a copy of Ethereum, but it has just a few tweaks in there to change your abilities to interact with it. You no longer have pesky miners to deal with because you are using something like draft consensus instead of proof of work. So, not 100% sure what draft consensus. It's probably some sort of part where all nodes just agree at the same sort of time. And the best part for scammers, unlike a public blockchain where you can go to a block explorer like etherscan.io. Now I thought I'd just get etherscan up for those who curious. So the thing I asked in the previous video last night was, where is the block explorer for this coin? And so this is Etherscan. This is how you can go out there and see the blocks that is working on the Ethereum blockchain, the public blockchain. So you can see all the blocks down here. You can type an address in at the top here, and look for a particular wallet or transaction, or you could look at some of these transactions. And so let's go to this transaction here. We've got success tick. We've got the transaction hash. We've got the from address, we've got the to address, we've got the amount of value that's being transmitted, we've got the fee, we've got the gas price, and any extra notes or comments which might have like a contract in it. And so a block explorer, if it's public, you can go in, you can see any transaction out there. But if it's private, there is no block explorer. It's all held in within the company. You can't see anything. So, as this was before, okay, so the best part of a scam is, unlike a public blockchain where anyone can go to a block explorer like etherscan.io and see who owns the most tokens, how many transactions, etc. Permission needs to be given, keeping your blockchain private and away from usual scrutiny. So people like me can't go and check the chain. I can't scrutinize it. I can't go in there and explore it. Plus, they put the JP Morgan and Microsoft logos to paint a facade of legitimacy, plus catch some blockchain Bitcoin buzz. So they are using that particular motto. They're saying this is a JP Morgan authorized program or something like that, and they're saying that it's open source, which basically means that Quorum is open source for other people to download and then use for themselves. So I doubt that the coin system is actually open source for us. It was open source for them to take, but not for us to get a hold of. We can't get a copy of the code. And by this, of course, you need to be invited to be able to join the node system, which basically means if they've got some sort of mining, it can almost be mining on your laptop. That's how low the difficulty rating is on your actual blockchain. That it can be right down to just a simple laptop can do all the mining for you. History lesson over here is how to get your very own private permission blockchain, just like Qoin, functioning in less than 30 minutes for free. Now, as you can see, I am just simply reading this article. So, I mean, this is all sort of new to me. I generally know what they were talking about, but it's good that someone else has come out here and sort of figured this sort of stuff out for me. Now, I won't go through any of all this, the actual way to actually figure it out, because I don't think any of you guys are going to go out there and try to create this yourself. But it's handy to see just how easy it is to be able to create this blockchain to be able to service your needs. So that kind of explains the question I posed the other day about where is the block explorer for this? How do I get a copy of the actual node software, and can I go out there and become a node so I can explore it myself? And the answer to all those three questions is no. I can't get in. There's no way for me to actually go in there and explore it. It's great for the privacy of the people who got their coins in the actual wallets, but from anyone who does have coins in this, you don't really 100% know how many coins are in existence, how many coins are locked or unlocked. You don't know who the biggest holders are. You don't know who the whales are. I can't even tell how many transactions per second is running right now. I can't visually see that. I can't see what block height is up to. It's all a mystery. We're not going to know this. They're going to drip feed the things that they want us to know, which is, as far as I can see, it's all closed. We can't see it, and that just sucks.